New this morning, 2 million. That's the estimated number of Ukrainian refugees that have fled their home country since Russia's initial invasion on February 24th. This is according to the UN Refugee Agency. The UN also reports at least 474 civilians, including 29 children, have been killed, though the real death toll is likely much higher than that. These numbers are the ones officially recorded. There are others that are unreported or pending. Foreigners who volunteer to fight for Ukraine will be eligible for citizenship. Ukraine's Deputy Interior Minister made that announcement on Tuesday. The number of foreign volunteers is growing. They sign a contract and they get a military password which replaces their residence permit. Last Thursday, Ukraine's president said the first of 16,000 foreign fighters were making their way to the country to join the fight against Russia.
War and gas prices are top of mind as we now enter day 13 of Russia's onslaught in Ukraine. The United States put a halt on Russian energy imports Tuesday, which will affect prices here at home. Oil and gas products account for 40% of Russia's revenue. The U.S. gets just 8% of its imports from there. This Eastern European conflict has far-reaching geopolitical implications. Two top U.S. foreign policy officials traveled to Venezuela over the weekend, the first since diplomatic relations between the two countries broke down back in 2019. It's possible the White House might lift some of the sanctions it has imposed in recent years on the Venezuelan oil industry in order to replace imports from Russia. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world, and historically, much of its crude oil has been exported to U.S. refineries.
Happening now, the mother in St. Charles County, Missouri, who took her daughter without permission was charged on Tuesday, and she was last seen in Colorado. Valerie Jean Baker is charged with interference with custody and fourth-degree assault after she took her 7-year-old daughter Piper from a supervised visit Monday afternoon. Baker's car was last seen west of Denver, nearing the Utah border. Police said that the car is missing the front driver's side quarter panel and the door handle of the driver's side door. It has a Missouri license plate. The plate tag is CW8Z1G. Anyone with information is being asked to call 911 or call the St. Charles County Police Department at 636-949-3000. This morning, a man accused of killing a maintenance worker at a Lafayette assisted living facility is due in court for a review hearing. 95-year-old Okie Payne was charged with first-degree murder last May after shooting and killing the maintenance director at Legacy Assisted Living. Now, back in August, Payne was deemed incompetent to stand trial. The district attorney's office says the hospital is now in the process of restoring him to competency.
An update this morning: parents, teachers, and Douglas County residents sounded off in person and online about teacher turnover, student education, trust, and transparency during the public comment portion of the Douglas County Board of Education meeting that happened last night. Our partners at the Denver Gazette report much of the public comment involves support for each of the two superintendent candidates that are up for the job, which has been at the center of controversy since Superintendent Corey Wise was fired on February 4th. The 4-3 board majority said that they had lost trust in Wise's ability to align with their vision for the district, and they could no longer work with him. The Gazette says commenters were around 50-50 in their support for either Danny Windsor or for Aaron Kane, but the board does make up the final decision. That could happen before the end of the month. We have information on the two finalists on our website at 9news.com.
And so just about on our doorstep, so the one thing you want to know is, what is my weekend going to look like? Pretty darn nice. 57 on Saturday. Everything is gone but the sunshine. And then on Sunday, even warmer, 61 degrees with lots of sunny skies. And we could get even warmer next week.